Other business stories. BudgIT has identified a significant funding transparency and accountability gap in climate financing. Speaking at a stakeholders roundtable on strengthening fiscal sustainability and climate action through open budgets in Abuja, the charged civil society organizations to hold the government accountable by demanding access to information and ensuring that the government acts on the recommendations and resolutions put forward. Helen Osamede-Akins reports.
Climate financing has become a critical component of Nigeria's response to the growing threat of climate change. As a signatory to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Paris Agreement, Nigeria has committed to mobilizing and effectively utilizing climate funds to support mitigation and adaptation efforts. Despite this commitment, concerns have continued to emerge regarding the adequacy, transparency, and accountability of climate-related funding in the country. Questions remain about how much funding is being allocated, how is it tracked, and whether it is effectively reaching vulnerable communities most impacted by climate change. It is against this backdrop that BudgIT has identified significant gaps in climate financing, particularly in funding levels, transparency, mechanisms, and accountability structures.
There is no proper tagging of climate-specific finance line items. Two, there seems to be some fragmentation, especially at the federal government level, in bringing these climate interventions together. Yes, we have the National Council on Climate Change, we have some technical working groups, but it does not appear, or it's not particularly clear, that there is cohesiveness and organization in the way they work.
The budget call circular, the MTEF released a lot much earlier from middle of the year, and then the budget was released around September, October, giving the National Assembly and other stakeholders more time to review the project, the budget for inputs and also for much more objective contributions, and then passed in December before it begins from the first, it takes effect from the first of the following year.
Speaking at the Stakeholders Engagement Forum in Abuja, the organization charged civil society organizations to play a more active oversight role.
We come up with a working group to ensure that budgets are adequately tagged. There's what we call the National Charter of Account. So budgets should be tagged according to different climate line. It could be climate mitigation or adaptation project. So once that is done, it will be easier for us to track this project, which is what we are here to discuss.
Strengthening collaboration between government and CSOs will be essential to ensure that climate finance delivers tangible benefits to vulnerable communities and support Nigerians' long-term climate goals. Helen Osamede-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.